Hello there. Now, my name is Andy and I want to help you make your first sale on the internet. So stay tuned. Now, my name is Andy Achuga. Thank you so much for tuning in. And in this quick 5 minutes video, in a few series of videos, I've been sharing how you can make your first sale online. Now, who am I? My name is Andy Achuga, like I said. And why can I teach you this? Reason is I've been online for nearly, should I say, quite some time. I remember coming online since 2010. And I was online for a very, very long time. From 2010 all the way down to 2013, I was grinding online, looking for that magic button that I could push. And I'll push this button and all of a sudden I start making a bunch of money. But it didn't happen that way, right? After 3 years, I got fed up. I quit the industry. I threw in the towel and I went to get a job. Now, but that was a blessing in disguise, because what happened was I was able to take some of the money I earned from work and invest into my education. Now, this time when I came back, that was after 5 years. 5 years I came back. I wanted to only do one thing. I just wanted to learn how people were doing this. So I found a community of entrepreneurs, people using the internet to build all sorts of business, from network marketing to bricks and mortar to people selling anything you can think about. And so I started learning from there. I paid for education. And then fast forward a few months later, I made my first $10 sale. I remember making that sale and then jumping up and down for joy, like, oh my gosh, somebody bought something for $10. Now, moving on, I had $100 day and then I had $1,000 day not so long ago. So it's been an exciting journey over the past few years. Now, in this video, I want to share with you one specific thing you can start using in your business right now to start making sales. So stay tuned. Now, today I want to share with you closing. I am a salesperson at heart. I like to sell, right? And not because I like to sell, because I like to, should I say, assist people to make a decision. I love the idea of, understanding what's going on through somebody's mind and then using that to get them to make a decision. And this is exciting because the ethical thing about it is that if you're selling a product or you have a product or a service that you know would benefit somebody, why hide it? You need to let people know, and you need to give it out to somebody you know it would benefit. And here's why we run businesses. So today I want to share, something about closing. A lot of people are very confused about this word closing. I remember the first time I got into sales, my first sales job was I'm carrying a huge massive black bag around. I was homeless at the time, and we used to carry this huge black bag and we'll go on business doors and we'll knock on their doors. We had to knock on 300 doors a day just to get about 20 people to say yes to us. Now, the key I learned from that thing is persistent, and the idea of people saying no to me didn't mean anything. I was just looking for that person that would say yes. So we just had to see, and the numbers worked. So I want to share with you the very important concept about closing. People talk about all these amazing closing lines, questions, hypnotic selling, and all this cool stuff. And my first principle is just be disciplined, right? Go through enough people is the key. Once you go through a lot of people and you keep talking to people, you start honing your skills, you start sharpening your conversational skills, and then based on that, you will be able to make more closes more effectively. But in the beginning, you may not be that great. But if you don't start having conversations, you most likely aren't going to make any sale. So what am I saying? In order for you to be able to close a lot of sales, this is what I had to do. I had to learn the discipline of going through the numbers. And after going through the numbers over and over and over, from 1:10, my ratio went up to 2:10, and then 5:10, then 3:10, which means that if I saw 10 people, I would most likely get 7 yeses. And that's the point where I got to. But the thing is this: it's very important to understand when it comes to closing people, it's all about going through the numbers, right? Go through the numbers. Talk to as many people as you can, because the more you talk to people, the more you understand the benefits of your product and your service. Number one. Number two, you understand how the kind of objections people are giving you. And if you run your own business, you will understand one fundamental thing. what do I need to change about my product or my service so somebody will be able to consume the product the way I want them to consume it. Because sometimes we like our products, but people really don't like it as much as we think they do. So once you go through a lot of numbers, you get all these metrics you can play with, and once you get that, it's game over. That's it. Once you get and you hone that skill, it's yours. You can go anywhere and you can use the same skill to close more people. So focus on the numbers. Leave the closing lines alone. Leave the scripts alone. Leave all those things. Make mistakes. Talk to as many people. Burn through the leads if you have to, because you still have to talk to somebody. Let's face it. So talk to people and be comfortable with people saying no to you. Now, one trick you can do is something I used to do. I wish I had a pen here. Something I used to do is you can create like a grid of boxes, or you can have something like a small piece of paper, and you can tally the people you talk to, or you can number 1 is to 10 or 100. You number 1 all the way down to 100 on your sheet. Now, once you do that, everybody you speak to, if you speak to one person, just tick it. If you speak to 2 people, just tick it. Simple as that. Now, what that will teach you is the discipline of talking to enough people. So if you want to talk to 100 people, just take a simple sheet, create little tiny boxes. You can do that on your printer, and then once you speak to one person, tick the box. You speak to another person, tick the box, and then keep going. Your goal is to fill all the boxes or cross out all your lines on your sheet. Now, once you're able to get to that point where you can speak to a lot more people, then you start seeing a pattern will start to form. Like when you tick all your sheet, after ticking all your sheet, you probably got 5 people to say yes, right? And you do it again, you would notice you might have another 5 or 6 people or 4 people. Now a trend is forming. Now once you keep doing that over and over and over, you will see that number gradually increasing, and once it starts getting bigger, that means your closing ratio is getting good. It means you're getting very good at closing people, and that is the secret nobody wants to tell you. It's not about the closing lines, it's not about the hypnotic selling, it's not about all of that. It's all about having the discipline to talk to enough people so you get the skill you need to close people easier. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.